Good morning, YouTube. Good morning. This is TrekerArt79, and I am happy to see you today. Title of today's video is called Disappointed. All right, but before we get into that, let's talk about the new microphone. So I am currently using the AirPods. So you're hearing my voice through the AirPod itself, kind of it's being factored and it's coming in like that. But I got this new setup yesterday. Two things came in yesterday. The first thing was the tripod looking phone mount holder dealy bob. The way that this works is you can bend the arms and wrap it around like the basket. You can kind of wrap it around so that it kind of holds into place. Maybe you do that third one so that way it's just really locked in there. And meanwhile, so it's the basket's holding the camera mount up, and you would just set your cell phone like this. Something like this, basically. Now the only problem with this is that. So imagine riding down a bumpy road. It's like, I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So I start looking at this thing and I'm like, why is this so difficult? So I fix this up here. So this is all this is if I unscrew it here. So it's just a little thread on a ball. And as I pin that thing around here, you can see there's a little hole. There's a screw that looks like would go into there, but after looking at the other side of that hole, the threads don't go all the way through. It only goes to like the halfway point. So that's intended for some other purpose. But this little ball, it's just super loose. I mean, it just pops right off. And there's no tightening mechanism to make it any more stable. And it's just very, very loose. It's just not intended. It's not intended to carry anything heavy on top of this mount. Or if it is, you just can't move it. You just got to keep it as still and steady and cool as a cucumber. You know, you have to let it do its thing. And because the second you start moving it, it's just flopping all over the place. It almost wants to flop even with nothing in it. So this is not going to work. Disappointed. That's disappointment number one. I've got 3 disappointments today. But let's start off with something funny here. Hey, Google. Oops, I put mute.
The mic's back on.
Oh, there we go. Steady my camera. Oh, speaking of mics, so you're hearing how I'm sounding now. Back to that. Now, how does it sound now? A lot clearer, huh? I know, and that's because microphone is here. I just have it mounted to my little zipper here on my little sweat jacket. So yes. Anyways, hey Google, tell me something funny.
Why did the Scarecrow keep getting promoted? Because he was outstanding in his field.
That was funny, but it wasn't funny. He was outstanding in his field. I don't know how he was promoted though. He was just out there scaring crows. Okay. Anyways, so I would not call the microphone a disappointment. That's a little too harsh to say. It has a 3.5 millimeter jack that I plug right into the base here, and then that end goes into the phone.
But because I couldn't use it on this, I found it a little difficult. I also, when I tried doing a video yesterday on the trike, trekking around, that the cord is so long that it got tangled up in the pedals. So I was like having to backwards, kind of pedal backwards to get it untangled, and that was a big pain. So that was a big frustration point yesterday. So you can imagine this. I take off for my drive. I start riding, and then by the time I get to the end of the block, this thing is just, all off to the side and sad, pointing at the ground. I look down, my microphone cable is getting all tangled up, and it was just like, and I got a phone call like right at the same time, which stopped the video, and I was like, this is not my day to film a video. That was a thought that came going through my mind. So I just threw it all in the basket in the front: the microphone, cable, phone, this little awkward stand. I had tried like 4 different positions to see if I could get it to stable, and none of them worked to my satisfaction. So anyways, I ended up just not doing a video. Okay, which leads me into my last thing, the third disappointment. And this is going to come as a shocker. It's actually the trike itself. I am going to be attempting to do a return. It's 7:40. Beep. And they open at 8, so I'll probably give them a phone call today at 8 and let them know I want to return the trike. The reason why, it's several things. Let's start with the basics. The first thing is, it's not a very comfortable ride. It's I'm going to turn my AC down a little bit. Sorry for the background noise. The first thing, so it's not a very comfortable ride. It's I'm nowhere near their top weight max limit, which I think is like 350 or 400 pounds. I'm under 300, well under 300. I'm in the mid 200s. But even then, like the seat is it's almost borderline rock hard. It is a sort of big saddle. So with the saddle and this seat cover, you kind of get your butt cheeks right here. With all that, it's still just uncomfortable. And I can't do it very long. And after doing it for a week, I had hoped that it would improve. And maybe it will over a month. I'm sure a month from now it'll be a little better, but still it's just not a very pleasant experience. So I want to get off the bike. It's trike, excuse me. As soon as I'm hopping on there, I'm within 15 minutes, I'm looking forward to getting off, just because of the level of discomfort rather, in the seat. The second thing is all the little sounds that it makes. There's a lot of little things happening that feels. I think cheap is a harsh word. But like when I pedal and engaging the pedal portion as I'm turning the pedals, almost like it's almost consistent every time I come on the downside. If I'm putting the effort into it and not using electric assist, I hear it knock, 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 knock. You get the idea. So that is that's another issue. So the knocking, the popping, and then it's like almost every little rock and cranny there. The basket just bounces on top of the battery compartment. It is it just feels like this is not going to last very long. That's what I feel. It feels like it's going to have issues soon. And as much as I want to ride it and as much as I want to get out and plan on using it, having already ridden, I think, close to 50 miles now on it, on the odometer. Yeah, I'm disappointed. So, and I don't, I know that's to be expected with most bicycles and trikes. I would say even non-electric assisted, you're going to have little nicks and pops and shimmies and sounds like that that are going to be happening as you're riding, and it's going to require maintenance. And I am not really the bike maintenance type. I'm very much a computer electronics nerd, which means that I might venture into fixing things like that, little things here and there, but I might end up taking it to the bike shop because they're the professionals. They know what they're doing and they know the right way. They know what those little knocks and pops and sounds are. I'm trying to get down to the bottom and figure out what it is, and I'm not understanding why it's making those sounds. Either it's cheaply made, it's not lined up correctly, the way the chain sits on the spoke behind the plastic chain guard where it mounts to the axle. Is it an axle sound? Is it a bearing inside the motor assembly? I don't know any of those things. And I'm not really that interested in investing that amount of time into learning those things because I can invest my efforts elsewhere in improving and growing it in another way. Not that I'm above that. It's just not very appealing for me to understand that. So needless to say, I don't want to be, if I'm going to be spending close to $1,500 on this trike, which is what the cost is, it better last me, I think of it like a car. I need to get through this extended warranty period. I need 3 years, 36,000 miles with not one issue. I don't want to have to worry about one thing for a good long while. And I think it probably has a 1-year warranty. I didn't even look at it, but even then, like, am I going to ship it off? No. I'm going to take it to a bike shop. They would probably Liberty would only probably replace a broken part here or two, send it to me, and then it would be on my bill to get it repaired, or either do it myself or take it to a shop. So I'm not into all that. And unfortunately, I think that means I'm not going to replace the trike with a replacement. I don't know. I don't know what lies in store. Maybe in the future, maybe with another type of vehicle, maybe something that's a little more beefier, maybe something with an actual seat, that with a full backrest, that I kind of recumbent thing, but that won't fit in my car. So I'm kind of in a dilemma now. So I think I'm just going to have to switch back to walking and exploring. Now, then that brings us to the next question. What about this channel? Triker Art 79. I will continue the channel. I will continue, but it'll just be different. It'll be continued outdoor type of things, and indoor. I have a lot of good ideas and passions and hobbies. I'm really passionate about technology and the outdoors. So kind of both worlds and marrying the two together. And what does that look like? So we'll see what's in store, and I will keep you posted, and I will continue to do videos. Also, I was looking at yesterday, I'll post at the end of this video, I'm going to post just a little, like a 1-2 minute video of some birds that I saw flocking or flying in a weird shape, but I'll add that on there. But yeah, I like nature and filming with what I have. I'm not going to spend a lot of money on equipment, so if I can't capture it on this, it's just not going to get captured. But with that saying, you can capture a lot of things on those devices. So I'll probably capture, I like insects, fish, animals, birds, trees, different interesting looking plant life, scenery. And then, so yeah, I plan on incorporating those things into this channel. So that's the plan. And, but yeah, I know this is probably a little bit of a disappointment. And I'm a little disappointed. It's just one of those things. And you're learning, it's kind of like in life. You have to learn about the things. You have to experience them sometimes to really appreciate them or understand what you like. And this has been an experience of really kind of revealing and showing about myself, and very introspective time where I'm like, oh, okay, I don't want to really deal with that. It was a good experiment, and I don't want to have to worry about the maintenance of this thing. That's too much overhead that I don't want to carry on my plate at this time. I've got too many other things going on in life right now to be worried about that. But with that being said, I really appreciate everyone, and I appreciate you for all tuning in today, listening to today's video. There will be a lot more to come. I plan on carrying this on and continuing. So with that, I did want to just a couple of reminders in closing. As I always say, it's been real, it's been fun, and it's been real fun. Always remember to be safe. Wear your helmet. Like with me, like I'm going to be wearing my helmet now while I'm going on a walk. You know, I'll try to wear my helmet indoors because I can hurt myself. Just kidding. Stop at stop signs. Change the oil on your car. Try never to speed. You'll get there when you get there. Just leave a little early next time. It'll be okay. Be courteous to everyone. No exceptions. Give a friendly wave when passing others. It'll make them feel better about the people in the world around them. Say please and thank you. Manners. Come on, people. Get out there and enjoy nature. Catch a sunrise, catch a sunset, visit a park, help someone out. You might need the favor returned one day. And most importantly, don't be too hard on yourself. Everyone, including me, many times over times 20 makes mistakes. Just a big thanks. Give a thumbs up, like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe, or don't. You don't have to. No, whatever. I really just enjoyed that you tuned in today. So have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one.